My guy, Travis.
What's going on, brother?
Come on, dude. I only been chasing you for like 9 months for this, my guy.
Tell me about it. Tell me about it. Long overdue. I feel like I've already known you for 5 years.
Honestly.
It's the surreal. I was just telling my fiance this morning, I'm like, this is probably the most overdue thing I've ever had to do in my life, for one. And then second, I was like, I feel like this dude's been my best friend for like 5 years. That's how I literally
That's what I'm
feel.
saying, dude. That's what I'm saying. I'm so stoked. Now is the perfect time. It's the catalyst to 9 months of anticipation. Look, dude, I'm not trying to like blow smoke at you or anything, but let me just say, one, you are one of the reasons that I do what I do on LinkedIn to begin with. Like, legit, the first person who started like interacting with me, and then I would comment on yours, and then like
Hmm.
DMs, a lot of banter. But like, bro, your first thing I want to touch in is like, dude, you're a sales monster. And like the joke that I used to make to because I had my team, I'm sure a lot of people follow you from my company. Like, dude, just follow this guy because he's going to hit you with daily motivation to just like show up. Majority of the content that I see. I don't even, I'm the vice president of sales. I haven't cold called in years.
Hmm.
I see your posts and I'm like, boy, I'm trying to get back on the phone real quick. Like I'm gonna call anybody. I called the president of LA Galaxy a few weeks ago, cold out of the blue, cell phone number, just because I was like, dude, this guy Travis is jonesing me up right now. So talk to me about your world of sales real quick, bro. You obviously just started at Chain Guard, which I want to get into. Like, how did you become this? Because this is pretty inspiring, my dude.
Yeah, God, I appreciate that. And likewise, like I said, I mean, I'm pretty sure besides my now fiance and you, were if I go back to like my first post, you were the first and only people to comment on my stuff like this is great or oh this is helpful. So
Let's
can
go.
can genuinely say from like the bottom of my heart that like we've been following each other since I've had maybe like 500 connections on LinkedIn, and yeah, it's been pretty special. So I appreciate the kind words, and I honestly feel the exact same way about yourself and your material and kind of
Thanks,
everything that
man.
you've done. But I think that it all just kind of started where I just kind of like had no fear. I mean, I just have like I'm a competitor at heart, and I just never feared like rejection, or if like someone told me no or someone kind of didn't want what I was selling, like I just never took it personally. I would never kind of get quote unquote. I mean, you can get 150 in a couple hours. It's
Are you
just
kidding? Your little dual dialer action. I know you
yeah,
play with them all,
it's
man.
just different. Yeah, like I'm just stoked that I'm be able to like fire people up and inspire. Yeah, it's just
No,
I
you
mean it's just
do,
been sweet to just connect with
bro.
people.
You really do. And I think one of the standouts, like to your point, yeah, bro, I feel like I known you almost my whole life. Like we go way back to the point where, like, dude, your profile took off. I don't know what wizard
Hmm.
magic you did. And I mean, I know it was your consistency. You're super genuine. You're authentic, but you have that, like, there's a hunger, like, yo, bro, boots, get back on the field. Let's do what we got
Hmm.
to do, so much to the point that it was probably like 6 months ago that I DM'd you on LinkedIn. I'm like, yo,
Yeah.
Trav, man to man, like, what are you doing, dude? Can you just and your answer was so just, oh, you're like, bro, just show up every day, man. Just show up every day and be yourself. And I was like, that really solidified, like, this is my guy right here. Like I'm on Team Trav 100%. So thank you for that, dude. Thank you,
So
man.
cool.
It really is sick. It really is sick. Talk to me. Look, I don't like to get super in the weeds, but Chain Guard sounds like a dope company. You
Hmm.
obviously just made the move, not without like going too deep into the rudder. Like, what was the motivation to make a transition like that? Cause like, bro, I mean,
Yeah.
not a plug, but when anybody said HubSpot on LinkedIn,
Hmm.
I saw you tagged like 500 times in different posts. Talk to my boy Trav, talk to my boy Trav. And so I think that that speaks to you and your work ethic. But what's that transition over to Chain Guard like? And what are some of the cool things you're doing over there?
Yeah, totally. So first and foremost, when I was at HubSpot, I was not looking. to kind of like make a transition. So I was actually approached and recruited by Chain Guard. And I told myself that if I was ever going to leave HubSpot, it would be for a company that the product market fit's got to be there, booming company, industry fit, like, you know, the whole nines.
Yeah.
It's got to be there to pull me from HubSpot because HubSpot is such a staple and phenomenal tool. And
Dude, so sick. Yeah.
yeah, like I've grew my whole personal brand while being at HubSpot, just built so many relationships that I still even have today. But no, it was purely opportunity. It was right place, right time, and just given the industry of like the open source like security and what ChainGuard is doing for like developers and just open source like security in the supply chain,
Yeah.
man, it was just too cool, too good to turn down. So that's kind of what led that transition. Yeah, like going in too with not too much of like a technical background, you know, like selling to IT or selling to developers and software
Yeah.
engineers. So it's been a big steep learning curve, honestly, but I've just kind of been a sponge and been trying to just double down on my learnings. I mean, I basically have to work twice as hard as someone that's coming from the industry already, but uh,
Yeah.
no doubt, it's just I mean, it's been phenomenal. Been here
That's
over
so
a little
sick,
over a
bro.
month, and yeah, I mean, I'm fired up every day, so it's
Dude,
great.
I see it. I see it in your post. There's almost like, look, you were confident as all heavens, obviously at the hubs, but there's like a different vibe. Like, just it may have been today, 2 days ago. You're like, yo, man, first thing I'm looking for in the morning is for someone to tell me to go kick rocks, dude. Like, light me up to get this day started. And I was, dude, like that's the mentality I gravitate towards so hard. Like,
Mhm.
chase the nose, and every now and then you're gonna get some yeses, and you're like, all right, cool, booked a meeting. I don't care about the yeses. Like, let me go get some more of them no's, baby. Light me up.
Dude,
I love it, dude.
exactly. That's so cool.
I love
No,
it.
you're speaking my language, man. Like, it's all part of the graph, dude. Like, it's you're either kind of like built for it and you like love it and you feed off it, or you kind of let it consume you. And
Yeah, dude.
not how I roll.
Sales is it's not easy, bro. Like, no
No.
one's in middle school going like, you know what? It would be great to be a sales guy for a tech company or for a finance company. Like, trust me, that wasn't in the cards at all. But it found us and we were like, whoa, wait a minute. I can ride this wave. I'm down. And look at us. Look at us now, man.
That's what
Come
I'm
on.
saying. I live again, living the freaking dream, dude.
It is. It is, bro. Talk to me about some of your routines and most specifically, like, look, I'm not a gym guy. I've always wanted to be a gym guy. Lately, we've been able to see a little bit more of the Travis gym side. Unquestionably, that's why I had to pull back my banter on you being a Man City supporter because it's so clear that you could just beat the bricks off me. Talk to me about like your discipline. What are your routines like and how did you build that? Which clearly how did you
Yeah.
get there?
No, I think a lot of it has been just growing up in a sports world. So I played sports my whole life, had the pleasure of playing in college. And yeah, I think that I've always been a morning person too. So I loved kind of just like getting up and getting after it. Like I'm up, you know, like I have my water, like take a couple supplements and like my shoes are on and I'm out the door. And I've I just like in that natural light in the morning. Just
Yeah.
wakes me up. It's my kind of like therapy of just to think about everything that I need to get done in the day. So I've always just been like someone that likes to get fitness in or likes to get that movement in the morning, which has just worked out perfectly for kind of my schedule and my like routine. So yeah, I just like to get up in the morning. I either go for a walk or like a run, a bike ride, like something to do with like cardio, and
Yeah.
then I'm instantly in the gym. And that's been like that's every single day of the week. Maybe like one day a
Sick.
week, I'll like kind of like treat myself to like no gym, but I'll still get in like my walk or my run. I think I just need it. Like I need it for like my mental aspect, for physical aspect, and
No, for sure.
yeah, like it was never really taught. It was like, kind of just like instilled. Like I just love being healthy. I love staying fit, and
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Dude, what were you playing soccer when in college? What were you playing in college?
yeah. So I played at a Division II school in Ohio called Tiffin University, and
I saw they just sent you some gear.
they did. Well,
Yeah,
yeah, that was an awesome move from Henry over at Zoom Info. So shout out Henry.
sweet.
He ended up sending me over some gear, which was a nice touch because, like I said, I mean I don't have too much tiffin gear anymore, or it's kind of all in storage back home. So
Yeah,
it was nice to kind of like get some like tiffin gear, and yeah, nice touch. So
no, fire. So, but it was soccer. You were playing soccer?
that's correct. Yeah.
Dang. All right, get it. What position you play?
So I played forward, or like
Okay.
depending on the formation of the team, it would be maybe like an outside midfielder, or like
Okay.
something on the wing. But yeah,
Okay. Like a holding mid, a little bit more emphasis on that third quarter and like supporting the offense.
exactly. I would almost say that like I was the assist man, like like I was the
Okay.
one that was setting up the forward. So
Get it.
I always enjoyed like an awesome assist over like a goal. Like if I could do like
For
a sweet
sure,
assist or
dude.
like a nice pass or like anything like that to set up my guys, that to me is like was more rewarding than scoring the goal myself. So
All day. I'm the same way. That's so fun. Dude, it's the vision on the field. Like we're playing chess out there, man. It's a lot
mhm.
more up here than it is the physical stamina. And that's what I love about the game. I gotta ask, and I don't even want to ask, but how long you been a City supporter?
Oh man. So this is one of like my least favorite questions to answer because I'm probably not as bandwagon as one might think. I'm a huge fan of Yaya Toure. So I would probably
Okay,
say around that like
same.
2008, 2009 period when you had your Yaya Toure or your David Silva.
Hmm.
Even in college, I wore 16 for Aguero because Sergio Aguero was
Yeah.
my favorite player. Yeah, like that early
Okay.
stage, Man City. I guess I wouldn't say early stage, but when they started kind of bringing in some talent and kind of getting that identity and competing with United.
No, definitely. You locked into them earlier than what this new bandwagon stage is, especially with the
Totally.
likes of like when you got into them, was Pep even their main gaffer? Guardiola?
No, no,
Yeah,
no, no.
okay.
This
So
is like
no, you're
this is
clear.
like 7, 8 years before Pep Guardiola. So this is
Yeah.
like early days. So I mean,
So that frustrates me because
this is
you're a
when like
proper
Wayne
fan.
Rooney. This is like when Rooney was playing for like United. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like early
yeah.
days.
Okay, okay. Back in the Sir Alex Ferguson era. Let's go.
Correct. Yeah.
So, but dude, I love that. And I love that I absolutely despise your team. And I think that brings us closer. There's so much banter. People are commenting on your posts, talking crap about Man United just because they know and it's a beautiful thing, man. Like, come on, get out of
It
here.
really is. No, I love the
But
LinkedIn banter.
but dude, I can't even like, I love, and since you're a true fan, like it's football. It's hard for me to say soccer, but I love football more than I love any select team. And so Pep Guardiola, he's on my Mount Rushmore of coaches, hands down. The
Totally.
likes of David Silva back in the day, especially Aguero, they're on my Mount Rushmore in some capacity. And so, God, I hate that team, but they've just furnished some real great players over the years. And then like introduction of Holland and what they've done, like with the back line, just bro, kick rocks, man. You guys are too good right now. So, God, it's frustrating.
It
God, that's
is.
frustrating.
It must be, but again, it's so up and down, I mean, like again, like City had a bad year, United had a bad year, but everything's gonna get like turned around. All it takes is like a single coach or like a single leader
Yeah,
to come in and completely change the dynamic of a locker room. And
we need one of those at United. We need
yeah, no
whether it's a
kidding.
coach or a new player, we need one of those because I'm like 5 years deep of turning the telly off at halftime. It's not fun, bro. You live in Chicago. You have, I think, in the top five of the coolest remote setups, and it might even be in front of you right now with just a fat city scrape view of how you're living. Have you always been in Chicago or like how did you land there?
Yeah, no. So I've kind of been all over. So I actually just moved to Chicago in February. I
Okay.
never lived here before, but yeah, this was like a new move. My fiance loves it here, and it was kind of her turn to pick where we go, and Chicago is the place.
Okay.
So happy fiance, happy life. But no, so I'm born and
That's
raised.
right.
I'm born and raised in Detroit. I did my college in Ohio, and then I just knew like I wanted to start in sales. I didn't care where, but I wanted to work in professional sports. And
Mhm.
I just said, whoever will give me a chance, like that's where I'm going. And the Jacksonville Jaguars stepped up. We'll never forget it. Sean Dubrow, he heads up sales over the Jaguars. He gave me a chance. And gosh, he's one of the best leaders I've worked for. And yeah, like,
Cool, man.
so I made the
What
move
were
to
you
Jacksonville.
doing over there?
So I was doing
What type
inside
of sales?
sales. Yep,
Okay,
inside
sick.
sales. So the trenches, pretty much like the BDR of the sports world.
Yeah.
And that's where I got like just again like immune to the rejection and all that good stuff and learned the work ethic and the pitch and solving problems, or I guess in our place was geared around kind of like building like team morale and getting everyone together, like whether it's for like a group event or whatever. Everyone has their niche. But and then I had the opportunity to go be a founding account executive in Nashville, where I spent like 6.5 years. So I was in
Sick.
Nashville like through COVID happened. Gosh, I jumped into healthcare, and then I jumped into hospitality tech, and then finally made my way to a HubSpot. So yeah, it's been a crazy road. And then we basically moved from Nashville to Chicago. So kind of went all the way south and then worked my way back to the Midwest where I'm from.
So where in which location did you meet your fiance? Was that in Nashville or Ohio or
It was in Nashville. Yep.
sick, sick. Nashville, not a bad place to find a bride. I'll tell you that.
You know what I mean? It's really not. And it's kind of funny. So we met through a friend of a friend, and to make a long story short, like she moved here. We got introduced. She actually like didn't really fall in love with Nashville, and we weren't even there that long before we ended up moving back to Chicago. But yeah, she was like, I'm not really vibing with Nashville, or it's not really what I thought. And I was like, all right, well, let's go back to
Let's
Chicago.
go then.
Because I was already kind of Nashvilled out, being there for like 6, 7 years. I've done
Yeah,
the whole honky tonk thing and all that good
yeah.
stuff. So
You've seen the live music enough times to know what it's
totally,
like. Yeah, yeah.
it made sense. Where I was like, all right, cool. I'm totally down to
Sick.
go to Chicago and try that out. And yeah, it's been wonderful.
Bro, Chicago is probably again on my list. It's one of my Rushmores of favorite cities, probably strictly based off the food, bro. So like not even to get there, but where are you on like is deep dish pizza a real pizza? Is that your go-to or do you keep it traditional? Like what's that world look like?
Um, I'm not a deep dish guy. I think it's too messy. There's too much sauce, too much
Yeah,
going on. When I think of pizza, like true pizza, I mean, I think of like a nice, like New York style slice. You just
same.
hold it in your hand, you can fold it.
You
Uh,
fold it, right?
yeah, it's got the crunch, you get the crust. But
Okay.
so honestly, in the past 6 months I've been here, a little over 6 months, I am yet to have a deep dish pizza. So it's
Dang.
just not on my
You
radar.
gotta at least jump out. I forget the name of the place. Giordano's. I think that's like one of the big deep dish pizza spots over there, one of the OG locations. When I was there, I had it, and I'm the same taste as yours. Like, give me a New York thin slice, but pretty bomb. I won't lie.
Okay.
It's
Okay, I'll
pretty
take your word
bomb.
for it.
Give it a whirl, bro. It takes like an hour and a half to come out though. So maybe that's like you gotta plan a whole evening around it because you're sitting at that table. But it's pretty bomb. I won't lie. Where you at on let's go back a little bit of sales because I this is something I really wanted to ask you.
Hmm.
Where do you lie on the permission based opener or do you just go into it? There's the strategic call, XYZ. Like where's your play on that?
Totally. Gosh, I have mixed reviews. I hate when you're kind of like asking, hmm, how do I reframe this? Because this is a great question. I would say that I am more not permission based because, you're answering a cold call, you're a leader or DevOps or marketing. You already kind of like gave me permission by answering an unknown number. That's
Oh,
kind
I
of like
like
the
that.
mentality that I go. But then I also do show respect to you, the recipient of the call, by just getting to the point. Like, I hate the
Yeah.
whole just like, oh, I noticed that you're the VP of sales at XYZ. I'm more of just like, hey, listen, I noticed X, and this is why I think that this call is relevant. And I kind of just get right to the like meat and potatoes of
I like
like
that.
what we do, what we solve. And then I just sit back. I don't even ask if this is relevant. I just deliver the message and then I shut up. And
Dude,
I sit in
so
silence.
powerful.
I sit in that awkward, like where they're like,
Yeah,
what?
that's the
Like, tell
pocket,
me
dude.
more.
Enough salespeople don't appreciate that silence, man. It's
Yeah,
always like it's a mental like battle in my head. Like, bro, I'm not gonna break first. I'll sit silent on this phone for 5 minutes until you say something. I think
totally.
that's huge that you said that. And
Totally.
also, I like your approach. I like that you said, dude, just you answering the phone gives me the authority.
Right.
Something I trip about, especially as I'm training my teams who are now doing a ton of cold calling, is triggering sales resistance. Like, and
Mm-hmm.
going into the minute details of like, don't say your company name. Don't say your last name. Hi, my
Mm-hmm.
name is Chris Walcher. I'm calling from Cedar Point. There's not a chance in hell I'm taking that phone call.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm vibing with your approach because it's very direct to the point. Hey, realize that you guys may have an issue with this strategic call. I'm calling for a reason. I want to talk to you about this. And then you just shut up.
Yeah,
And I think that that's where the magic happens for sure. For sure.
totally. Totally. And I think too, it's also like a confidence thing. Like, I know even though you're going in cold, I've always just thought that like I belong in the conversation. Like I truthfully believe that like I have the right or the kind of like I believe I belong here, like in this conversation. Like I'm not calling you to like spam you. Like I know
Yeah.
exactly where we can help. And if it's not the right time, totally understand. But I just wanted to put this on your radar. And that's kind of just like my approach. Is like I'm here to help. Like I'm calling the correct ICP. Like we truthfully do have a solution. Like I'm not blowing smoke. And I just think
Yeah.
the have the confidence to be like, listen, I just wanted to put this on your radar
I think it's
is
fire.
very powerful. Is very powerful. And then yeah, like to kind of treat you like you're my friend. I really I know it's very unorthodox, but you answer the phone, I'd be like, yo, what's going on, Chris? Like, or like
Yeah.
I'd even be like, dude, what's going on, man? And like
Yeah.
that's not proper at all, or it's not technically quote unquote sales professional. But I think at this point in time, I mean, you have to be able to just be normal and be a human, a friend,
Dude.
a like a positive
You're just taking my
presence on the
language,
other
dude.
lines. I try to just take myself not seriously. Like I'm giving you a random call and hopefully it's
Yeah.
relevant.
Yeah, dude, so couple things that you said that I it really, so the first is, um, you know that you're calling because you have value to add. And that's
Correct.
a testament to your mindset, but for sure it's a testament to the companies you've worked at, man. Like I've received calls from sales reps where you're like, dude, do you even believe in what you're telling me here?
Yeah.
And so to like have that, I'm all in, buy in, like you're dumb if you don't take this call or listen to me because this will change it up for you. That's so powerful, dude. It's so powerful. And going back to like the permission based opener or like just jumping right into it, you're sustaining your authority as well. You know what I mean? Like I'm not just some like Joe Schmo off the street making 100 dials,
Right.
even though a lot of us are. But like, dude, I'm calling you for a reason. I'm using my time, which is valuable, to
Yep.
try and get in touch with you. And that's why I think that you're such a murderer with the sales mindset and why your
Mm-hmm.
content really speaks to the network. Cause it's like, bro, I'm not here to play games. It's like, I'm really here to shake the trees with what I'm offering,
Yeah.
trying to put a couple coins in my back pocket as well. Like, let's dance, dude. Let's talk about it and see if it's a fit.
Exactly.
Dude, it's just fire, man.
Exactly. Yeah. I just have the mentality too of especially over like the past year and a half, I'd say, where, you know, the call at the end of the day, like this is the value we bring. And this call, like, is not for me. The call is for you. Like this
Yeah,
20-minute demo or this 20-minute
that's
thing, like and it's for you. And if 20 minutes can save you X, like, let's rip it, dude. Like, it won't be a
yeah.
waste of time. Yeah, I promise you, it won't be
No,
a waste of
to,
time. So,
that's such heat, bro. That's such heat. It's all
yeah,
mentality, man. It's all
yeah.
mentality.
I think it's too. It's delivery too. I mean, I got to really focus on the delivery, and yeah, I kind of just sit back too. Yeah, it's been interesting, but exactly like what you said. I mean, I just think it's all a mindset. You either like have it or you don't. You either want it or you don't. You believe it or you don't. And like, oh, I mean, that's all I can do.
That's all she wrote, man.
That's all
That's
she
like
wrote.
until the fat lady sings, dude. Like that's really
Exactly.
it.
Exactly,
And
brother.
I'll tell you, as a sales leader, like I lead some pretty solid teams.
Mm-hmm.
I can teach you what I do and I can give as much advice as possible, but that mentality and that confidence in yourself and like even down to the tonality of like sounding it's kind of hard to train or coach.
Mm-hmm.
Like you really just got to get your reps in. And like you post about this a lot is listening back on your calls and going like, okay, there's my pivot point. Here's my tweak. And if you're not down to run those exercises, you're never going to be able to carry it to the end zone, bro. So I think that's another powerful thing that you lean into is because, dude, it's not easy, bro. Sales is so hard.
No, it's oh, it is. It's so hard, and it's easier said than done too. Because like even when I like try and write my posts, and I'm trying to inspire, like even getting the thought down, like
Yeah.
refines kind of like my tweak on how I'm going to carry myself in the future, and um, yeah, just again, just being a sponge too, like not kind of getting too set in my ways. Like I'm constantly just like switching things up. If like something's
Yeah.
not working, I don't really, you know. I don't dwell, but I also don't like sit in that like funk. I like really
Yeah.
switch it up, and I gotta go somewhere where there's like a comfort or like a flow to it. But
No, for sure,
yeah,
man.
no, I
For
appreciate it.
sure.
I mean, and you probably know too, like if something's not working, like you don't got much time to like sit in this not working, you know?
Yeah.
So
Yeah. 100. Well, it's like that silly book that corporate casual, man. It's like this might work for me, but I'm not trying to preach like this is the way. This is the only way. I'm just trying to say like, dude, find whoever the hell you are and figure out what vertical works. Like, dude,
yeah.
you could take my approach and absolutely crash and burn, and
I
I could use yours and crash and burn, right?
listen, your book was phenomenal, by the way.
Come
This
on.
isn't even a plug or a or all this good stuff.
I
I
didn't
will
pay him,
say
I promise.
I will truthfully tell you the biggest lesson that I got from that book that I even need to kind of continuously remind myself is all those success wins came from patience. Not only did they have like value, but I think that there is a in today's day and age with your AI and your like things are moving 1,000 miles an hour. Like average tenure of a sales rep at a company is like a year and a
Yeah,
half. It's like you got to be patient. And like these wins were built over a year and a half, 18 months. They're coming back around. And a lot of times a rep isn't even staying that long to see that through. So I
yeah,
think really like I'm in a great spot and like I'm excited to build and I'm okay with being patient. I'm okay with like planting seeds and like not winning right away and being able to build rapport and not kind of just like burn bridges, so to speak, or kind of like burn leads just
yeah.
to burn leads. That was like a nice reminder because I was like, all these stories have an element of like extreme patience.
I appreciate that, man. And look, like 90% of that book, it's funny because like I post stuff on LinkedIn and like different little excerpts, and people will be like, bro, you're just posting this? Like, thank you for sharing these templates. And it's like, dude, do you realize that I jacked half of this stuff from Travis or from Troy at demo or like I got all of this stuff for free on LinkedIn. I'm just feeding back the well, dude. Are you
Yep.
kidding? And so, but
It's
yeah,
so
I think
wild.
it's a powerful point on the patience and it's something like, dude, it's so foolish. You know how many times I turn around and I'm like, bro, there's got to be something in this book that I just wrote that I could use. Like, I don't remember everything I put in there. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? I'm just a kid, but it's been a cool catalyst to like turn around and be like, all right, my boy, what were you telling other people to do? Because I need some help right now. Like, your boy's struggling. So, and patience
Totally.
is huge on that.
It's crazy. So many people are
And
just looking for guidance and tips, man.
yeah, man.
It's crazy.
And my other thing is, and for anyone in my company, like plug your ears. I don't like sales, man. I don't like call to action. I don't like, I mean, I know I have value and I like identifying, hey, this could be a real
Mm-hmm.
solution. But dude, sales, it feels so yucky. And so when you lean into the patient approach, first
Mm-hmm.
of all, my favorite part of sales is the relationship building and like being curious and learning about people or internal processes of another company. And it's like, bro, I'll drive this ship for 9 months and you won't even know what I do. Because I'm just like you said, I'm just trying to be a sponge to like,
Mm-hmm.
bro, oh, you guys do that. Sick. And I just patiently wait for that, like, hey, bro, you're in debt collection? Like, yeah, man, but what's of it? And so it's my corporate casual way of not having to sell, but then finally getting to the end zone. And it's their idea. And so that's why I like it. I'm a no CTA guy. That stuff grosses me out. Click here to book a meeting. I'd rather.
Yeah, and you know what? That's a really interesting point, and something that I even just randomly thought of, or I think about is like no one takes like a demo or like a 15-minute meeting, a 20-minute meeting without doing research on their own. So there's like no point in like sometimes even like saying too much, like or trying to get like the whole pitch because it's like if you message me and it kind of seems interesting, I'm just gonna do like a quick Google search, like what is
Yeah.
ChainGuard, what is HubSpot, what is whatever, and you're gonna like look at reviews like real quick, 5 minutes, and you're gonna know like waste of time or like might be cool. So
Could be
I try
good.
to
Yeah.
just kind of do that too, where it's like you're gonna do all the back end stuff anyway, so I'm not even gonna bother you with that. But if it is relevant, doors open. So
Yeah, dude, I'm just spot on, man. And like I know this from you, is that dude, like we're just learning every day. Like every single day I find a new little nugget. Oh shoot, like I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna see if that works. Like recently, and I posted about it, I just scored the fattest referral. And it was like a company that otherwise, bro, I would have invested 9 months in patience and just the
mhm.
building and like that part's fun, but getting a nice little slide like, hey, here's a fat company that I want to introduce you to in a referral format.
Yup.
So like now I'm trying to focus on building and scaling that side of some of what I do. Like I'm just learning every day. And I think that that's like the type of mold that any salesperson in today's world, like that's how you gotta be, dude. All this AI and this tech and the tech stacks, like, dude, we're so inundated with items that it's so easy to fall behind. And so leaning into that curiosity and trying new stuff after you crash and burn, that's where the magic is, bro. That's where the
Totally.
magic is.
Yep. I
So,
mean, things are ever changing too. So like you just can't be stuck in your ways. Like if you get stuck in your ways, you're just gonna get left behind, unfortunately,
coach,
because it's like adapt or like be replaced almost,
dude,
like they'll find
eat
people
or
that are
be
up to
eaten.
speed. Yeah. um no, it is, it's something crazy. It is crazy.
It's fast paced. It's fast paced. My guy, I see we're inching on the 40 mark. I waited 9 months for this. I know you're a busy man, so I will let you go, but I'm not gonna stop hounding you. This is only our first rodeo.
Yup.
We do sometimes weekend warrior sessions with a couple clowns that are in both your and I's network. Like, if anything, we just started the engines respectfully. And again, I hate to say nice things about you because I hate your soccer team so much, but you like honestly, like fire in my soul, I hate your soccer team. But you really are one of the top people that I have met and engaged with on the network. I honestly, no smoke, dude, I learned so much from what you're doing and your content, and it's inspiring. And so, dude, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for continuing. I know it's not just me. Like you inspire people on my team. Obviously, every thread of anything you post is like gold, and I see people just flock to like, man, Trav, what a great point. Or like, dude, I need to do this in my life. And so, you're a big deal, and just thanks, man. I appreciate you, dog.
Man, I can't say thank you enough. Like truthfully, it means the world. It's almost surreal, but Thank you so much. And yeah, like I said, I mean, I'm always down the clown with the boys. So
That's right.
I could have kept talking for like another 2.5 hours. So definitely
Let's
down to
go.
do this again. And yeah, like seriously,
I'm
anytime.
gonna be in Chicago before too long, and so I'm gonna get at you right away, so that we can link up in real life and we can film some content and stuff.
Hell yeah, let's do it,
All
dude.
right.
I'm down for that anytime.
No, for sure. I'm trying to. I got two conferences coming up in Chicago in the next 6 months. Like I'm gonna be seeing you, Trav.